Record. So we had some exciting things happen in our team this week. She's not on, but Casey Reynolds went diamond, and Casey Partridge went back to diamond. And we are in the qualifying stages for being a 3-star diamond team, which means we can hit premier, but we have to hold for 6 weeks. So that's going to be a fun 6 weeks. But super excited, and just the momentum that getting to diamond really does for your business is just crazy. So and I'll have Casey share about this in one of the a team call soon, but Casey Partridge has shared about it too, but just the what it does for you on a confidence level is remarkable. It just solidifies that you can do this, and once you kind of decide to get there, it's just about getting there, and it really just, it's not as hard as we make it seem. I'll just say that if you just talk through it, it's not as hard as it makes it seem. So super excited, and I didn't get it up because it's officially on Thursday, but Amanda will be going emerald, so that's super exciting. Amanda, in just her first month, she's hitting that, so we're super excited for you too. So a couple of things on headband. So we hitting Success Club this month, you'll get a headband, not this one, it'll be a different one. You get a reward from Beachbody if you haven't hit it yet. If you get rewards for month 1, month 3, month 6, month 9, and month 12. And then you would earn at least $150, and you get one of our headbands. So that's super fun. Remember that this month the challenge packs are $20 off and completion packs are $10 off. So a lot of times I'll tell you, people can just get Beachbody on demand, but this month really it hardly makes sense for them to just get Beachbody on demand, just because they get something that's basically Shakeology is almost, well, it depends on how you word it. It's only $20 if you depending on how they would do Beachbody on demand. So, and then just have that goal of trying to hit emerald by the end of the month if you aren't currently emerald. That's something that I strive for every month, is to hit emerald every month, meaning every month I'm adding 2 coaches. And that's really kind of the process of building a team. So, hey, Hannah.
Hi.
So what I wanted to talk through tonight just a little bit, and then we can kind of brainstorm some ideas and people can share what they're thinking about. But I mentioned this a little bit, but in 2020, we are gonna have people kind of break off and start running their own challenge groups. If you're a new coach within the first 3 months, we will help you with that, and you can be part of ours. After kind of talking through this, what we kind of decided is that I'm going to leave Inspire United Challenge open. So if you have, let's say somebody's in here that they just really are a discount coach and want support, or, Emerald really is your ultimate goal, then you can just use that group. But I won't be actively running challenges in there like we are now. So it won't be as I'll share resources in there and you guys can too, but it's kind of going to be just a page where people can have accountability, if that makes sense. And then every month, what we're going to do is run a new coach challenge group. So if you're a new coach and if you have new coaches sign up, you can put them in that. What they will do is they will do a 21-day fitness program based on, they can either do 21-day fix. I'm in a meeting. Stop. Or we can do Shift Shop, any of the 21-day programs. That way they're getting before and afters and results, and can test the products, that kind of stuff. And we'll also do coach training with that, and probably the Slight Edge or the Compound Effect, one of those 2 books. Maybe we'll vary it every other month or something, but it's specific for them, and it's kind of they're going to be in their own challenge group, if you will. So we'll run that as a team. And then at the end of that, we'll also talk through with them how to start their own challenge group. So that's for coaches, and then we'll work with people how to start their own challenge groups. So my suggestion is, if you're a person that wants to build a business, we encourage you to start your own challenge group, or team up with somebody, or like team up with your upline coach if you want to, or ask somebody on your team. And it doesn't have to be for the whole year. Maybe it's for the first month. That's what you do. You know, like if you can switch things around. But I really just want to encourage you to pick something that's fun for you. Like, do something that sounds fun to you. Do a program. Casey Partridge, you were talking about it, and I was just talking about it with Jacqueline. Like MM100, you're in the middle of it, and it's like you're bored, you don't want to work out. Like, don't do that then. Like, you don't have to do a program that isn't fun for you. I am not going to do the bar program. Like, I might do it on an occasional Saturday or Sunday, but that like would be horribly boring for me, and I would not get results because it would be boring. Like, other people think bar sounds really fun, and that's awesome. Like, I'm loving the work, but that is not for everybody either. So just pick a program that you think is fun, and then pick like an idea that you think is fun. Do you like Biggest Loser challenges? Do you like a 90-day challenge? Do you like a 30-day challenge? Do you like an ongoing group, like where it's the whole year and anybody can join you whatever? Do you like a book club? Do you want it to be on Facebook? Do you want it to be on the Challenge Tracker app, Voxer, Marco Polo, Messenger? Like, I think we get so boxed in, there doesn't have to be rules. So just try to like think through that, but really want to encourage you to run something that you enjoy. And if you have challengers, I encourage you to ask your challengers for feedback. So what I did is in my message pods, I messaged them and asked them to share with me what they liked. And I was actually really surprised because I was going in a totally different direction. These were just 3 of them, but I was going in the direction of Challenge Tracker app and probably only doing like a 20-day challenge. And a lot of them I was surprised like Facebook, and they like the like everybody like whole year. There wasn't like that big of a deal that it was like a start, stop, or anything like that, which surprised me because I thought those were always better. And so these were all people that weren't necessarily engaged in our group. And so it kind of reminded me that even though people aren't commenting and liking and posting, that doesn't mean they aren't getting something out of the group. That was just kind of what I gathered. I know it's kind of small. So, so kind of with that, does anyone have anything like kind of wanted people that have like already started thinking about it to share what you're thinking about doing, or what's like, because I know Hannah runs her own, so maybe Hannah can talk about what works for her, that kind of stuff, so we can kind of get ideas, so those of you that are newer can get some suggestions.
Yeah, I've been running mine, I want to say like 6 months now.
Probably.
And I have 30 women in it, and like 10 that are active every day, and another 10 that comment here and there. And the other 10, like when I reach out to them, like are active in their own life, but don't feel like posting, but they appreciate the group. I started out doing more like I made a Canva for each day of the week, like work it Wednesday, talk about it Tuesday, like silly things to just make it catchy. And people liked that, but it got old really fast. So I pull those out like probably every month I pull those out and do like all right, it's Wednesday. What are you rocking today? What are you wearing? But I don't do that kind of thing every day because I felt like people felt like it got redundant, and I felt like it got redundant. So for the most part, I just commit to posting my sweaty selfie with an encouraging message to them, inviting them to like interact on my post. A lot of times girls will just comment on my post but there's been a
Can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Han. I think your hand might be over your speaker or over your mic.
You can't hear me at all?
Now we can.
Now
I
we
think your
can.
finger was over your mic or something.
I don't even move it. Where's my mic on this iPhone? Could you hear nothing?
Well, very, very much. We didn't hear much.
Yeah, it was muffled.
Wah, 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 wah.
That's
Blah,
what
blah, blah. Well, I have like fun little icon things I just pull out every once in a while for the days of the week. But otherwise, it's just like I post my daily sweaty selfie and an encouragement, and then invite people to comment on that, which I think is important because some girls just will comment on that picture that I posted and say like how they're doing, but they don't necessarily want to post their own picture. And at first I was bummed out by that. I was like, oh, why aren't more people? But now there's like a consistent 8 to 10 of us who post our sweaty selfies, but the other girls just want to be able to like encourage other people, which I think is a big step for people. And that was a big realization for me, that in those groups, you just have very different personalities. And it's the same as it would be if we were all in a room. Like there with 30 people in a room, not all 30 would be talking. Not all 30 would want to hang out with everybody. Like my personality is to hang out with everybody, but there's other people in that room who would want to just find a little corner with their one friend, you know, and talk to them. So that was important for me to realize. I think treating those groups in that way is an important thing to remember.
Love it. When do you put something in here? I wanted to encourage you. What's your favorite program?
21 Day Fix.
Okay. Run a
Definitely.
21-day fix program the start of the year.
Okay. Because I'm like you said, in the middle of MM100, and I'm like, I can't wait for it to be over. Like, oh my gosh, it's so long.
Yep.
Start doubling up.
January.
Triple up.
Right? That's what I
Get it done. That's what I did.
today.
Me
Yeah,
too.
it's like, get her done. Get her done.
So
All right.
do a 21-day fix program and decide if you want it to be Biggest Loser or not, or if it's just an encouragement place, if you want to give prizes. And then there's a 21-day fix challenge group guide in the coach back office that you can use if you need help with coming up with posts.
Was that in
What's wrong with your pinky?
our coach back office or in Beachbody's office?
There's one in ours and there's one in Beachbody's.
Okay. So I should be able to have that. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I think you're overcomplicating it. That's what I'm saying is we're overcomplicating a challenge group, and that's what I came to find when I was messaging my challengers. It's
Can
like,
I say one more thing?
yeah,
I don't even ask everyone what they're doing at all times. Like some girls go to the gym still and are still in my challenge group and have on demand, like, and for some girls Beachbody is their backup, like only when they're home, but they still like that. They still like having the people. Like I had to just give up on like everybody doing the same program. For me, that just never worked because sometimes I quit in the middle of a program or I whatever, you know, just like you're saying. So it works so much better for me to just be consistent in what I'm doing, and then other people follow suit with what they're doing. And like right now, there's girls starting who loved Meltdown, did it for 100 days straight, and turned around and started it again. I have 4 girls doing that, which I think is crazy.
Crystal.
But you can't hear me?
No, I said Crystal.
I'm
Yeah.
doing it again too.
Yeah, and some girls did that and they love it. Like for them, that was just, it was the exact right thing for them. And that's, so don't feel stuck in like making everybody do the same thing. Cause again, everybody is so different. And some people might start a program and hate it that they thought they'd love it. And that could be a huge bummer for them if they paid the money and then they feel like they're in a group that's for that. And now what are we supposed to do? But if you have it open to like, no, don't quit. Like your money was worth it. Here's the another thing to try. That's, I don't know. It just makes it more like participant oriented.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Love it. And Crystal, I'm going to make you share because I know you have some thoughts going into the new year. So why don't you share what you're kind of leaning towards?
Yeah, I'm planning to do the ultimate reset in January. And I think I'm going to also tie in like a declutter your mind kind of like 21-day challenge with it. So, because I thought that would be kind of fun while detoxing your body, make it a whole mindset thing. But
Mm-hmm.
Sounds great.
And I may just do it through the challenge tracker app, or I guess it just kind of depends. I don't know. Haven't really thought about the logistics yet of it. It'll probably just depend on how many people I get to do the ultimate reset with me. Because if it's just
Yeah.
like 2 people, then it may just be like a Facebook message group or group text or something.
That's awesome. I know, Casey Partridge, you put that you're thinking about switching to the tracker, and I am too, especially when the new app launches. I will only be doing it once the new app launches because it's in with Beachbody On Demand itself. And I think my feedback, because Victoria, you like the challenge tracker app. That's what you primarily use, and that's what we used when you started. So I kind of think it's like what you start with. Like if people started with Facebook, they really like Facebook. And if they started with the challenge tracker app, then you like a challenge tracker app. So yeah, I don't know. Anyone else have any ideas that they're leaning towards?
Question. So do you know when the new challenge tracker app is coming? So should we start in January with,
We have no idea.
because like Allie, my new coach, who's my other daughter, she's posting, she's on day 4 of Morning Meltdown 100. She's doing great. And she's like, but I don't know if I'm posting right. Should I be posting here? Should I be posting there? Should I be posting? And I'm like, you're posting on Facebook and you're doing great. Like, but should she be posting Inspire United? Should she be posting also in the tracker app? Like, I don't really know what to tell her.
What do you want her to do?
I don't know. I don't know, like a new direction. Like you do it all. You do it all, Ashley. You're doing everything. And I'm like, oh my
And if you want to build a team, you have to start doing it. That's what I'm telling you. Otherwise, you will not build a team.
I don't
So-
think you're stuck though, Wendy. Like if you start with one thing and you don't like it, that's fine. Like
Yeah.
we've gone back and forth so many times. I think Casey and I, like, we were on Facebook and then we had our own group and then we went to the challenge tracker app and then we went back to Facebook. And I don't know, it just, people are there if they want to be there. And I guess if you try something or if she tries something,
Oh, what happened to her?
lost
She
her.
disappeared.
That was a really
Um,
good point, though. She's so right. People are there if they want to be there, and like they're gonna show up wherever you post and whatever you do. So that's what you should tell her is like, if she's getting response from people, keep going. If she's feeling like it's doesn't feel good to her and doesn't feel good to other people, try something else.
Yeah. And I think the idea is just do it simple. So have her post in one place. The public posts, like your Facebook posts or your Instagram posts, is so people can see your journey and for your own accountability. The challenge group is like our way of supporting people. So I say you probably need to be, like, if you have challengers, you need to be posting in the challenge group. If you don't have challengers, then you don't have to worry about that, unless if you just want the experience yourself for the accountability of a group, you know? That's why we're kind of leaning towards new coaches having their own challenge group. So it's a way of them getting experience. So does that help you?
Yeah, no, I'm actually excited about doing it. Like I go through waves. Like I'm so excited I'm going to do my own and all these ideas. And then I'm like, I get overwhelmed and I'm like, but I like being in Ashley's. I like everything she does. so yeah, I'm like,
Well,
back and forth.
I buy my challenge group guide, so I can give you the link and you can buy my challenge group guide from a lady. So
Okay.
I mean,
Sorry,
if
guys.
that's something you want to do. What?
Sorry, I think my computer died.
You were like, oh, well, there she went.
You didn't like tell me or anything because you know I freak out when my computer shows red, Ashley.
That's for sure. We were in the middle of a live and her computer went red and she's like, oh my gosh, we have to plug it in. And I was like, well, it's not going to die immediately.
I just did.
We can finish the call. Like usually that's the wording. Casey Reynolds, why'd you put me for? You're doing the ultimate reset.
Oh, yeah, I want to do it too. And my friend Kate, who actually just signed up today, she's a Pilates instructor and just super into like wellness and holistic and all those supplement type stuff. So she was really interested in doing it as well. So I think that's something we're going to run together. Or if we all want to run a big one together, maybe we'll be more successful with having more people do it.
Yeah, so if you have enough people and you guys want to do it together, then, just set up a time to where you can Zoom or set up a Facebook Messenger and talk through that. Like, I'm not saying like everybody has to run their own. Just, we're not going to run one as a big team, just to try to help some of you guys step out and lead your own team and your own challengers. Because I know that was big for me in my business when I went away from Cindy and started running my own. It helped me mentally. So
I just say, like, through all this, with everybody saying that they don't know how to do it or they're like worried about being on their own, don't overcomplicate it, because this business is helping people. And so that looks different, and not everybody needs those pretty graphics and well-timed and thought out posts. They just need you to be there checking in on them and giving them confidence and giving them a little nudge every once in a while. So don't think that you need to have all these beautiful, pretty graphics. And here's the other thing, guys, reuse. Don't reinvent the wheel. There's so many things that we have all made. And I guarantee you that if you are thinking of something specific, if we don't have that thing, then there's something close to it. So just don't worry about it. Just remember why we are in this business. And like Hannah said, what people need, everything looks different for everybody else. Like, I don't know. I didn't need to post every day. I just needed someone checking in on me every once in a while to make sure that I was still working out. And I needed to see other people doing that too. So don't overcomplicate it. And my other piece of advice too is if you can partner up with somebody, that helps so much. Like Casey and I have been doing everything together since, I don't know, last year at this time, maybe a little later, whatever. But we started doing everything together, and it's so much easier because you have somebody to bounce ideas off of. You have two people instead of one. So that's like, we made videos last year when we started our own challenge group of just like, how do you access Beach on Demand? How do you make your Shakeology? All that. And we split all of those. But yet it was still our people that we plugged in were seeing our face consistently. So my advice is don't overcomplicate it and find somebody to do it with you. Even if they're not like directly in your downline or whatever.
It doesn't have to be directly. I was just going to show you guys, if you are worried about what to post, because not that you need to be, but there is in the file section where she's saying don't reinvent the wheel. I will keep sharing weekly meal plans every week. But in the files, where are you? It's way too far down. Meal plans, challenge group guides. There's literally links to like 30 or 40 different challenge group guides. Otherwise, you can go to Team Beachbody challenge group guides. Google is my best friend. Oh, and my internet won't work. But if you Google that, it will literally bring you to the challenge group guide, and there's one for every program that we have. So those are a little bit more generic, but they're good. They're decent. So, and if you need help and you do want to do it on your own, like work with your mentor, and we will help you too. I know I've been meeting with people one-on-one and kind of helping you think through ideas and just kind of plan that. And I just want to bring it up now because you probably won't start a group until at least January 6th. That's like the first Good Monday. So that's time, but it's good, like really need at least 3 weeks of talking about it for people to finally be ready to like and open to hearing about it. So does anyone have anything else on that topic you want to share? Leah said she wants to share, but I don't know if she wants to share.
I was gonna say, I mean, I already said I want to do the ultimate reset too, but obviously we still have to be offering other solutions for people who don't want to do that. Because without seeing Jacqueline do it and a couple of other people, I would be like, no way am I doing that either. So I get why people wouldn't want to do that. But like, I think I'm gonna run a 21-day fix extreme / the work challenge group. So it's gonna be like 6 weeks long, and it's gonna start the same day as my ultimate reset.
Awesome.
But I haven't decided. Again, I guess it depends on how many people are going to be doing the reset with me. And if it's just a small amount, yeah, probably just a chat pod and then have a group for everyone doing the workout. That's what I was thinking.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Crystal, to answer your question, I think we should wait and see how many people we get. Like whoever wants to do the ultimate reset, talk about it, and then if you have people that actually want to join, then we can do a big group. But you see what I'm saying? I think maybe we'll just kind of feel it out, put our feelers out, see what we get.
I was kind of thinking about it earlier too. Like 21 or ultimate reset is like probably scary to a lot of people. So I think it's important for us. I think I'm going to order mine pretty soon and just start sharing about it and what it is and what you get with it and how it detoxes your body and stuff like that, and show like how doable it is. Because if not, if we just start inviting to it like a week or two before we start, I don't think we're going to be very successful getting people excited about it.
I think if you share even some of the like meals, like if you cook some of the meals themselves, like you don't have to do the whole plan, but even if you did some of the meals, that would help. Because I think that's like, oh, it's like food. Like
yeah, no, I wasn't planning on actually
it's like a
doing
21-day juice cleanse. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what sold me when I saw the food Jacqueline was making. I was like, that actually looks really good and like a lot of food.
Yeah, one of my teacher friends is doing it, and so I sit right by her at lunch every day, and I was like, okay, Megan, what's that now today? Like, so I've got quite the insight right now. She's on like the last week, so
it's fun. Amanda and Soph, you guys are newer. Are you guys overwhelmed with all the ideas?
Not so much overwhelmed. I was actually like just kind of talking to Casey. I don't think I'm ready for like my own challenge group yet, so I'm gonna kind of go off what her and Casey do for now until I kind of like have enough challengers to do something on my own.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm more excited to like start being more successful because I've been like a coach for a while, but like haven't put like as much effort into it as I could have. So I'm excited to do that for sure.
That's awesome.
Yes, we got this.
Victoria, Megan, you're quiet. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm thinking about all the things, like different options of things to do when January comes around. I definitely want to be prepared. I mean, obviously with like the holidays and everything coming up, I just want to be like ahead of the game. So yeah, just thinking through ideas, and I think teaming up would actually like help me a little bit, especially with ultimate reset. I've never done that before. I saw Jacqueline do it, but even just like for my own accountability, that would be nice. But yeah, I'm excited. I definitely am ready to start taking more ownership and leadership over my own business. I feel like it's just been like piggybacking off of like you and Jacqueline for a little while, and then inviting to what everyone else is doing. But I think like owning my own challenge group is really going to make a difference, just not just for my business, but also just like for me personally, like owning that. So I'm excited. That'll be really good.
Yeah. And if you and like Crystal, like just hearing you guys talk, it sounds like you for sure really want to partner with somebody. So maybe you guys can chat about that. And then if the rest of the group wants to, they could join you. And if not, they can not, you know, so that way, if that's something you want to do. And Amanda, we'll chat here in a week or so about yours. She's brand new, so she's just starting. You're almost done with 21 days, aren't you?
Yes,
Oh,
I had
okay.
to take off a couple days. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Mm-hmm.
I had to take off a couple days due to my condition, but got right back to it, which I've never done before. So
Yay.
this is accountability is working.
That's good.
I like knowing like what's ahead of me with the challenge group, like having more ownership over it. I feel like I'd be able to invite better for people to join me. So I like the idea of it. It's just like other people said, the logistics, putting it all together.
Yeah.
But I'll be sharing my before and after and journey stuff this week. So I lost 5 pounds and I still have to take my measurements. So we'll see what the inches look like.
That's awesome. Good job.
Exciting. And you hit Emerald today, right? What's that?
Yes, it
Woohoo!
should post on Thursday, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excited.
Yeah, and I think I'll just add one more thing too. Sorry, I don't know who it is. Sorry. I think that it's important to remember like there's no right way to run a challenge group, and Hannah and Casey already mentioned this, but like think about what you would like and what would keep you interested and do that. And at some point you gotta stop thinking about it and just do it and get the first one over with. It's not gonna be perfect probably by any means. It never will be, but like if you don't start somewhere and just try, then you're going to be stuck in the same spot forever. So I think that was important for me to just like, I mean, I started my own and failed and then started with Casey and then that's gone now. And then, so now I'm excited to start over again, but like, just know like you can do it and it's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. And you learn from it.
And I think the key is not just having like 3 days of talking about it before. Like,
Yeah.
That's why we're talking about it mid-November, so that you have time for you to be talking and inviting to it. So it's not,
Well,
oh, I'm doing this group starting tomorrow.
Casey was talking, I was thinking it's just like, I mean, the workout, it's everything we preach at the workouts too. Like you have to commit to it. You have to try, you might fail. Like, don't give up if it doesn't go for a couple days. Like, this is what we're doing. This, like, it's part of the health component too, is like your ability as a leader to stay consistent enough with yourself and with your people to build something meaningful, whatever that looks like. You know, it doesn't have to be about the money even that you're bringing in, but if you're building a community or whatever it is, like Casey said, that you want. But I think that's an important note too. Like, you guys are all doing this with your workouts every day. It's the same thing, just in a different realm.
It's good.
Going off of that too, I think like building habits is kind of like what I'm focused on right now. Like I have my habit now of like working out. Like I got that taken care of. Now I'm working on my habit of like posting every day to kind of like show people I'm doing. I'm doing really good. Like I'm on like week 3 now, and I like have posted like almost every workout on my Insta story and Facebook. And so yeah, like I think I'm taking it like little by little. I'm working toward my habit of like messaging people every day and like creating the friendships, which I'm getting on the tracker thing. I need to make a habit of that too. But that's what, like I'm kind of doing like step by step. And I'm kind of with like Sophie too. Like I think I'll be with Casey for like a little bit, but then once I do have like my following, like have a group and I have like those habits set, I think I'll be like a lot more successful in like my business.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really good.
I'm just excited, like sitting here excited about the possibilities for all of you guys and the growth that it's going to come for you. You know, like just knowing, like you said, you'll have ownership in it, and that brings growth, and that's awesome. Like seeing people flourish when they do their own thing. Like I think Casey, when you guys did your 80-day obsession group, it was like, whoa, you guys did great with it. Yeah,
It was really good
like,
for
yeah,
30
It was
days.
good. It was good.
I will have to say that's the thing about Morning Meltdown 100 and 80-day obsession. It's really hard to have a rockin' challenge group for that long of time, just because it's like everybody gets off on their days and that kind of stuff, and that's where it just comes about. Like, are we doing it? And the first couple weeks are going to be great, but the rest of it is going to be like you're going to be kind of pulling people to comment and post. That's just every time I've done a long program, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, but even like with 21 day fix or whatever, 21 day boot camps, like people are so excited at the beginning. The first week is usually amazing engagement wise, and then it just kind of tapers off. But I feel like that's everything in general. Like, and then at the end when they're finishing it, it's gonna like get back up again. But
make sure you're checking in with people though, because like we said, just because people aren't posting doesn't mean that they aren't interested or aren't working out still. Like I don't have any challengers right now that really post in the group, but every week when I text those girls, they're like, yes, I'm loving it, I'm doing it, I'm like spilling it all out. So it's like you can't just assume that they're not doing anything, because that's how I was.
True.
So you have to continue to reach out. You can't just say, oh well, they're not doing it anymore because they're not posting or commenting.
Yeah, I didn't post once in my first 21 day fix group that Ashley put me in. So, but I was doing it.
Yep, same with me at 80 day.
Yep. Well, that's all I have. I just wanted to start brainstorming and get you guys thinking on it, and feel free to message people. Like you've heard kind of what people are thinking, like feel free to message people and to reach out. And like I said, I'm going to re-say it just so that you have it, but we will do a new coach 21-day challenge group for new coaches every month. So that will be a guarantee. And so that's a place where you can put your new coaches and they'll be in a challenge group together, kind of learning how to run a challenge group, new coach academy stuff, and just working on their own health and fitness journey. So, and then I will share meal plans that will stay. I'll share those as well. So no, I can't help you right now. Does anyone have anything else they want to add? No.
I have
We
a
haven't
question.
got a pitch. Oh, go ahead.
I have a question. How many challenge groups do people run at one time? It sounds like people do a variety of things, and I'm just trying to wrap my head around the possibilities.
I've ran like 3 at one time before, but it's hard.
I would focus on one. I would just do one.
Focus on one.
Yeah. For my first, 100%.
I have never done anything more than one.
I just asked because I have people engaging me on Facebook and then on Instagram. So people have like different preferences, and some people are per text. So I guess maybe I just would have to set the standard.
Yep.
And that's where if you have people that aren't on Facebook, that's where the challenge tracker is really nice.
Its app is nice.
Because they don't have to be on Facebook then.
Yeah, but I would just do one. I've toyed around just to kind of help you with my planning, but I've toyed around with like offering new people, they get a 21-day thing with me, and then they go to a like year-long group where they, like it's a fit community. They're doing a new program, because it's like really once you get people the first month successful, they kind of know what to do, and they do like having the group. Just to have check-in, like hearing food ideas and stuff like that, but they don't need as much support. So I've toyed around, like, so then that technically would be 2, but like the group, the year-long group, I wouldn't do as much like actively like posting. So that's kind of one thing I've toyed around with. And making that first 21-day group small. So like 10 people or less, and they are like folk, you know, like they're new. We talk about nutrition a lot, that kind of stuff. So that's an idea if you like that piece. All right, I'm gonna take a picture because we haven't taken a picture for a while. Everyone look pretty. All right, 1, 2, 3. Leah, you even smiled. All right,